Time to warm up. Get ready to rock.
MP said he woke up today ready to slay some.
And now, fans, the presentation of the award ceremony. Let's get this building rocking loud. Make some noise, a lot of noise for your NBA champion, your Detroit Pistons. Your head coach is Will Hardy.
Welcome, everyone. Here it is at long last. It's the start of the NBA regular season. I know everyone's just as excited as we are here on 2K Sports to get things underway. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Grant, nothing quite like the first game of a brand new season. So many possibilities.
Well, you know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
And from what I'm hearing, MP is looking to put on a show at the rim in this game.
Yeah, he's promising a whole highlight reel of dunks in this one. It's a pretty bold claim to make, but if anyone can deliver on such a promise, it has to be MP.
The starters for Utah. We've got Trae Young, and it's Gilliard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And now let's check in with Allie to see what she has on MP for us. Take it away, Allie.
Thanks, BA. Well, I had a minute to talk to MP before this game, and when I asked him what he was focused on, he said, Allie, I know they can't contain me, so grab some popcorn and get ready for the show. Sounds like we're in for some fireworks tonight, guys.
MP ready for takeoff, Allie. And there's the screen. Here's Wallace. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
For Utah, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. First quarter, just over a minute played. Young from long range gets the 3 ball to go. Young's got 5 now.
How's that for revenge? You know Young is looking to come right back with a triple of his own.
Here's Christie. Here's Cunningham. Jacks up a 3. And Detroit another 3.
Oh, you talk about guys close to 7 feet, and Smith is one of the best from deep.
Down low. And that one's good. Gilliard.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Christie. Pass to Cunningham. Wallace outside. For 3. Utah grabs the miss. This is their first game against Detroit this season. Watch by Wallace. Here's Forrest. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gilliard. And Cunningham pulls it down.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak. They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing early on, and then things just snowballed on them.
And down it goes. 2 points.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
And that one's good. Gilliard's gotten his second bucket. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Picked by Smith. Here's the bulldozer. Counted from distance. Well, MP's on a mission this year, Grant, and it's a tough one. He's trying to win his 6th title. Not many players have gotten into that territory.
Yeah, if you think he's satisfied with 5 rings, you don't know MP. The more titles he gets, the more hungry he gets.
Utah shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. That one's no good. The Pistons leading. Here's Cunningham. Again, the Pistons score.
A sharp shooter from the mid-range. Cunningham doesn't need much room to feel comfortable firing away.
Outside Young. Pass to Gilliard. Watched by Wallace. He shoots. And it's rebounded by the bulldozer. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Here's the bulldozer. The layup misses. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Howard. And there's a pick. No good on the three. Detroit has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Let's hand it off to the sideline for the latest on MP's milestone achievement. To the inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Watch by Wallace. Pass to Forrest. Deflected.
And look at the anticipation from Smith Jr. on that block. His instinct showing through.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Now here's Wallace. Here's the bulldozer. Wallace, the pass to the bulldozer. The Jazz making a switch here. George is checked in.
Jazz substitution.
And Detroit has possession. 8-point game. Puts it up. Pass to Smith. Three-pointer. Cunningham with the ball. And another shot. Good on the jump shot. Cunningham's got 6 points.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Forrest. George scanning the floor. Shot clock at 6. There's Young with the three. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. The Pistons lead by 7. Here's the bulldozer. Give him 8. Deflects the pass. Back to Cunningham. The rebound by the Jazz.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Here's Forrest. No points so far. Yep, that one goes.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
To the paint. Here's the bulldozer. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Young. Give him 8. Pass to Gilliard. Launches a 3. And Cunningham pulls it down.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Stay on the top pick in the 2021 draft, Cade Cunningham. He's made major strides the last couple of years, but what have you seen from him?
Well, he's a big guard who can both score and create shots for his teammates. I think this guy is a winner.
Here's George. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. Forrest, that one's good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
The Pistons lead by 7. Cunningham looking it over. Misses the 3. Utah has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Howard finds Young. Here's Forrest. Here's George. The rebound by Detroit. The Bulldozers got rebound number 8 now. This could be a record-breaking season for MP Grant. He's currently tied with Larry Bird for the most seasons, averaging 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists.
Yeah, MP tied that record with Bird last season. They each have 5 seasons averaging that stat line, and that shows how well-rounded both of their games are.
And so it's Utah with it, following the score by Detroit.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. I asked him about how difficult it is to game plan for someone like Trae Young, and Coach said to me, I told our players to play up on him. The more he moves and runs around, the more likely he is to get into a rhythm, so we need to stay aggressive against him. Sounds like this might be a very physical game, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Here's the bulldozer with the fadeaway. And Young pulls it down. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Here's McDaniels. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. Can they get it? Got a hand on it. Here's Jerome, guarded by Young. The three is up. Rebounded by the Jazz. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. To the middle. Here's McDaniels, and there's the rejection. Here's the bulldozer. McDaniels covering. There's a screen. Here's the bulldozer. Second chance shot. Edey, that's good.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
George outside. Pass to McDaniels. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Detroit with an impressive 16. Completely new group for the Pistons. Detroit leading by 16. Taking a look at the Jazz. We've got Trae Young, and it's Forrest in at the 4. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. They're off to battle the Trailblazers after this one, as they'll be playing at Moda Center. It's the second game of 3 on the road. They set the pick. Bounces high off the rim and drops. He has 7.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
And one of the findings in a recent league report, Stan, back-to-backs, not a major risk for injury, it seems.
Well, you know, Brian, I had a player that I greatly respected tell me that his preference would be to play 41 back-to-backs during the year, because then you get 2 days off in between games. That really what was harder was playing every other day and never getting a break of a couple of days. So, look, you have to play through a lot of different situations and things, but I think back-to-backs are certainly overestimated.
Interesting. Something to consider for sure.
Yeah, what a look. I mean, Young, a high-level passer.
Smith passes to Wallace. Cunningham up top. To stop the drought. Utah grabs the miss. Howard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. There's Young with the 3. They get it back over to the wing. Here's Forrest. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Forrest has gotten his 2nd bucket on the night. Cunningham against Young. And it's Cunningham missing.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Here's Forrest. 5 points in the game. Five to shoot. Offline with a 3. Detroit leading by 9. Banked it in off the glass. Wallace has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Inside. Here's Gilliard. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
George, he's checked in for Utah. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. 5th, the Jazz.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
The Bulldozer gets the bucket, and it's now 3 straight League Most Valuable Player awards for MP. Grant, that's only been done twice before.
Yeah, B.A., and that was by Bill Russell and Larry Bird. So you're talking about entering a select company. MP rubbing shoulders with the creme de la creme.
And it's Utah with the ball. After the Pistons picking up a basket just moments ago. The 3 ball is good from Young.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And he dunks it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Jazz trail by 10. Pass to Forrest. Back to Young. Floats one up. Kicks it to George. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Utah.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
The Pistons lead by 7. The Bulldozer passes to Cunningham. The 3. Cunningham attacks for 3.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that.
George finds Young. There's 1:17 left in the second quarter. And Cunningham pulls it down. Cunningham's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. To the middle. Here's Gilliard. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. To the inside. George outside. There's the triple. Smith with the rebound.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Christie passes to the Bulldozer. Count that one. The Bulldozer's got 6 points in the quarter. And Grant, with MP, you have to appreciate his commitment to excellence.
Absolutely. MP is dedicated to his craft. He works incredibly hard. And that's why he's coming off his 4th All-NBA first-team selection.
George outside. And that concludes the first half. Detroit on top, leading by 14. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Come one, come all. The 2K.
Look at Detroit. I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good, I'd be dominating down low, I'd be picking up that big old dub.
So, Shaq, how many of those Game 1 home openers did you actually win over your career?
Ayo.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Pistons.
Well, they're...
Thanks, as always, for...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. We've got Smith, Cade Cunningham out there with Cason Wallace. And it's the Bulldozer in at the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. And the bucket is good.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Young, the pass to Howard. And here's Young. Here's the floater. Gilliard. And it's rebounded by the Bulldozer. The Bulldozers got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And the reigning finals most valuable player. Nothing new for MP. The fourth such award of his distinguished career, Grant.
Yeah, and that means he's done some winning. At the end of the day, that's what he plays for. Because he knows greatness has a lot to do with climbing that mountaintop.
Here's Forrest. Christie with a rebound.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
The Bulldozer passes to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow. I mean, Smith Jr. displays some power when he zones it on the rim.
Young against Cunningham. Left side, Young. Inside. Here's Gilliard. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys.
Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively, but he gets heavy criticism for his defense.
Yeah, look, and at 6'1", 164 pounds, he has some obvious limitations, Brian, but he's shown improved effort as a defender, and it shows in his defensive rating.
And you have to have that scoring ability on the floor.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Wallace's shot is good.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Edey's checked in for Smith.
First personal foul. First team foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter.
Number 14,
Pass to Gilliard. Now, here's Howard. Here's Forrest. Clock at 6. Here's Young. And he connects with a jumper. Young's got 13.
Ice tray. Looking cool as ever, just draining it.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. He buries it from 3. The Bulldozers got 23. Well, Grant, you can always count on MP to bring intensity to the defensive end.
Yeah, he's coming off his 4th defensive first-team selection. Clearly one of the premier defenders in the league. He likes to make things difficult on his opponents.
Pass to Gilliard. Second shot opportunity. Tipped.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
To the paint. It's tipped. And he recovers it. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Here's Wallace. Off target with the 3. Jazz trail by 19. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And the Pistons pushing it up now. And that one's good. Cunningham. 19 points in the game.
Flushing it home. Cunningham finishing it off.
Timeout called by Will Hardy. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Outside Young. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Give credit to Young's tenacity from the interior, getting the D's attention right there.
And he sinks the second. Detroit leading by 12. The Bulldozer passes to Smith. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. Jazz trail by 14. There's Young with the 3. Detroit with a rebound. The Bulldozers got his 16th rebound on the night. Grant, you look at MP. As of last season, 5 most valuable player awards. The hits keep coming.
Well, it's beyond impressive what he's been able to accomplish. Putting together a track record of dominance that I think puts him in the conversation for the greatest player of all time.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Smith outside. Fires the 3. Utah grabs the miss.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
Pass to McDaniels. Come to me, come to me. Now Young. He's got 14. Shoots. And the jumper falls for him. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter. And here at the end of the 3rd, it's a double-digit ball game. Detroit on top. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the 4th. Mobley out there with McDaniels. Then there's George, and it's Pickett in at the point. Howard, the pass to McDaniels. Right wing, here's Pickett. And no good, trying to use the glass. Detroit leading by 15. Here's the Bulldozer. Howard on the double team. Christie passes to Green. Here's the Bulldozer, and that one's good. And Green with the assist. The Bulldozers got 33. Grant, MP going absolutely bonkers on defense last year, adding another Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, there was never any doubt in my mind. The first few times he won it, there was a debate. But MP has clearly established himself as the elite defender, and the awards prove it.
Pass to Howard. Takes the 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
The Bulldozer can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 14. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Pickett. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Jabari Smith.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pistons.
Well, they've been hitting 3s at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight.
Howard. And they get it back.
Well, they're all over the offensive glass right now, and it's a big reason that they're ahead.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
The 3, Smith. On target from range. And the Pistons lead by 14.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Hey, whatever coach told him during the break is beginning to pay off.
And here's Cunningham outside. And Detroit another 3.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
George outside. Here's Pickett. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Casey Walker.
Substitution on the floor.
Now Young with a steal. And the Jazz pushing it up now. It's deflected. And they're able to recover. Back to Howard. Ooh, stolen by Smith. And now the Pistons in transition. Here's Christie. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Outside Young. Here's Howard. The kick out to Young. Utah with another miss.
After draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in the second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
The Pistons lead by 14. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Well, the Pistons shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game.
2 minutes.
Cunningham passes to Wallace. Now Cunningham, there's the 3. Pure from three-point range. Cunningham's got 16 in the second half.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Third personal foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for the Jazz.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:43 left in the fourth. They set a pick. Takes it inside.
Second personal foul.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. Jazz trail by 16. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
Detroit leading by 14. Here's the bulldozer. Shoots over Young. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Spins. From deep. Doesn't go for him.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Pistons.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what would be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for the Bulldozer.
What a night. Doing it all. A triple-double. It takes a special player to do that. You have to enjoy watching this guy play.
And MP has a whopping 6 All-NBA selections to his name. Really shows you the impact he makes on the game.
Yeah, I think MP should be very proud of all those awards. He's worked so hard during his career. He certainly deserves them. And the way he's always growing and evolving his game, I expect this one won't be the last.
The 3 ball. So we see the Pistons taking the W here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes.
You're on the way to being the best shot blocker ever, MP. our fans in the house tonight. Should be a fun one. Hey, when you're watching that out.
Boy, you know I had to dip, sip, murder, resist that belly, belly, you know what it's Good.
Are they doing a half-court shot or a hard play?